You know what? With so much content whizzing around out there, I know it's so saturated. There's only one storytelling platform that can surely help you keep calm and stay informed and inspire you. Flipboard. Flipboard creates the world stories so you can be smarter in your work, life, and play. Choose from thousands of topics to personalize Flipboard and get the latest stories from the best publishers and experts delivered to you. Yes, you kiddo, 24/7. When you see stories that you want to save urgently and share, tap the plus button to add to private and public collections. It's that simple, my kiddos. Used by millions of people every day, Flipboard is how people move themselves and the world forward. Get started now at flipboard.com. Hello, my kiddos. Welcome to the Jovi D Show. I'm a former media corporate in broadcasting and an entrepreneur and venture in podcasting. Welcome. The show is about to start right now. Let's go. Hello. Here it is. Welcome to the Joey D Show. I have a brand new guest, and you know how I do this. I do it with kindness and laughter, and all about bringing up other entrepreneurs in this business. You know who is trying it and who's coming up. And my friend that's going to take the mic right now is.
It's Flobo Boyce. Thank you so much, Jovi, for inviting me.
Of course. We definitely came across paths, and I like the message that you were, putting on Instagram. And we connected through Sharp and sharing notes and positivity and, how to keep on overcoming and keep on going. Tell me more about yourself.
Yeah, I guess first things first is I'm a stand-up comedian. That's the thing I say off the top, but I've been out here in SoCal for about 10 years, and I've been able to do stand-up comedy. I'm a DJ for weddings, and I actually own my own notebook business. So it's always different things, always fun things, and always with a message of positivity.
Definitely. So what made you overcome? So where actually you started? Where you said that you've been in LA for 10 years, but how everything kind of, laid their bricks, how do you put it together to where you are right now?
Yeah, so I grew up in New York. I grew up in Brooklyn. And, that's a different vibe altogether,
Yep.
And after that, I went to college in Florida. And that's the difference.
No way. That's my hometown. Yeah.
I was up. But it was so different going from New York to Florida. And then, I wanted to do entertainment, whether it was making movies or editing movies at the time. And I came to LA. And it was only after moving to LA, I got into comedy and comedy writing and all that stuff. So it kind of like built on where I was living and how that made my success even bigger.
So Florida was your college ground?
Yeah. I went to St. Augustine, which was by Jacksonville,
No way.
Daytona.
Well, my family's up literally below in Daytona. Well, a couple of cousins that I have there, but definitely I was raised in Miami.
I party in Daytona sometimes.
In Miami, anyways. And you know what? We're gonna just come back from this break, and we'll be right back. Hey, you are listening to the Jovi D Show, and you know what I would love for you to subscribe to my show on iTunes, and if you can leave a rating, it will be amazing. See you on the other side. All right, my kiddos. We are back with not one and only
Flobo Boyce, everyone. How's it going? Kiddos.
Yes, that's how I call my kiddos, my fans, my listeners. Thank you for being here. Thank you for connecting. Flobo, I have a really great question for you. So tell me something that you know for sure that you have definitely learned now that you in this business. What's the...
Oh, yeah. I mean, people always say it as a cliche.
It is. I know, right?
Never give up. And that's what it is. There's days I'll sit on my couch being like, hey, man, I didn't write a joke today, or I haven't gone on stage in a week or so. Maybe I should go back and work a corporate job, because I worked a corporate job before.
Don't you? I come from corporate. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, because it's stable and it's safe and it's a check every 2 weeks. But are you truly happy, right? So if you really want to do it, you got to put the work in every day and realize you get closer every day.
So it is true that you feel sometimes that the days that you still, I want to say grinding or creating, and then you're like, there's something happening behind the scenes, but you're not seeing it right now. So it's just persistent and consistency in doing.
Yeah, for sure. It really comes down to your mental health, man, because if you look at every hour you're working, you're like, well, I'm not famous yet. This sucks. But if you look back and say, hey, look, this time last year I was doing this, but now I'm doing this, that says a lot. For me, it's like when you go home and you see your old macaroni art from kindergarten. You can see your growth if you look back years and years and years. But you won't notice it every day. Yeah.
So what is next? What is really the biggest thing that you think that you have accomplished so far at this point?
Sure. As a comic, my feature length or my full length comedy CD, American for Now, was just released. That took me about a year to complete, and that just shows other comics and other people in the industry that not only do I tell jokes, but I can do it in a longer form. So that should open up touring, and it should open up more shows for me and get my exposure out there for sure.
Okay. And actually, you know what? I have one more question. Two more questions ready for Flobo to come up. And definitely we will be back right now. Hello, my kiddos. Remember, you're listening to the Joby D Show. And you can also listen to it on your Apple Podcast, Spreaker, Catbox, Google Cast, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, Stitcher, and TuneIn, and also on Spreaker and Patreon. If you like it, support it. You know what you gotta do. You gotta press that button. Press that button. We're back, my kiddos. Thank you for listening to the Joby D Show. And I have my best other friend here.
How's it going, everyone?
Anyway, so we were talking about how you connect with your fans. What exactly do you get encouraged, motivated, comments, engagement? How does that work for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm very active on both Twitter and Instagram, and they serve different purposes. Usually Instagram is kind of like what I've done or what I'm planning on doing, whereas Twitter is kind of my thoughts in the moment. So I do have my fans on either platform, and I will just answer questions and engage with me there. And that's always fun to see what people like, what they don't like, how they encourage you, how they discourage you sometimes. But it's all love.
But I say positive, comments, positive comments. Good.
Yeah, most times they're positive, but you always get that one person that
I know
maybe will bring something up to your attention that you may have thought of. But sometimes you can just say, you hate me. It's all good.
Any thoughts about the and you have this I was just kind of doing a little bit of research on how you present yourself and your content, and you have something about coffee. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, I do have a Ko-fi page. It's a way for people that are liking my content, what I'm offering, to help contribute. I mean, it doesn't have to be a lot of cash or a lot of investment. Just a couple dollars to say, hey, look, we like what you're creating. Keep doing it. And it helps me to buy more equipment, helps me to buy like comedy festival submissions, just helps me grow. So definitely check me out, Ko-fi. The links are on my social media pages.
And what is the difference between that and Patreon?
Patreon is really built to have more of an ongoing investment. So you can do one-time payments on Patreon, but there are goals and tiers and gifts that usually acquire to each goal. Whereas Ko-fi, it's a little bit free and loose. You know, you can do a one-time thing as you go, as you're scrolling. It doesn't have to be that large of a buy-in, and then you can be on your way.
I think it's like, giving you a notch kind of thing, hey, keep on doing the good work, right?
Right. You know what? I DJ weddings sometimes, and if I'm out there in the mix, sometimes someone comes up and says, here's $1. But I would never go to a wedding and say, hey, you like my music? If you want to hear more, give me $20 every month.
I know. No, yeah, and it gives you really the option, an alternative. Yeah, I like that concept, actually. You are listening to the Jovi D Show, and you know what? You know what will make me really, really happy? That you can make my heart green on Spotify. Yes, so you can get all the latest shows, notifications, and announcements. So, I'll see you on the other side. Anyhow, but so where everybody can find you for sure, and what is next, what is coming up, where can they check you out?
Definitely check out everything I'm on or what I'm doing over at my website at flobito.com. That's FLOBITO.com or flobito.com.
So where do you keep with that name, because it's so catchy?
Oh yeah, so everyone calls me Flobo, and I used to DJ a radio station in college, and when I would say, hey, it's Flobo, the radio station wasn't very powerful, so no one really understood what I meant. So people would call the station being like, hey, it's Flojo here, Flojo. You know? So I spread it out, and I was in Florida at the time, and we have a very, high Spanish speaking community. And I would say, hey, it's Flobito, right? Little Flobo, right? It's Flobito.
But then I get some Spanish out of you, because if you say Flobito...
Yeah, exactly. It totally works, right? It totally works with demographic. I studied abroad in Costa Rica, so I have a Spanish base, but I'm not bilingual. You know?
So traveler. I like that.
Well, I try, right?
Hey.
And it helps too. Yeah, it helps with my comedy. It helps with my ring announcing. I do ring announcing for wrestling and lucha libre too. So it's easy to be like, damas y caballeros, because you know how to pronounce certain words, right?
I know. No, I really do. For me, it's like, I give you a passport. Just get a passport and get out of the world and figure it out. And definitely is one of the greatest ways to learn a lot.
Right. Agreed.
Excellent. Well, I will not take much of your time. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being on the show.
You are more than welcome anytime to come by again.
Thanks so much. I will.
So definitely remember, guys, you can find also all of his content on iTunes or iTunes Store, right?
Yeah, iTunes Store for my comedy albums and all of the products I'm working on over at my website, flobito.com.
Perfect. I will definitely check it out. So see you guys next week, and you stick around for my afterthoughts. Bye. Hey, my kiddos, my final thoughts about this show. Well, what did we learn today? 1, if you want to make it your own, you gotta believe in your own. So, consistency, discipline, and planning. And you just gotta work at your craft. That's what we learned about our friend Flobito, comedian, writer, DJ, and also entrepreneur. So, I'll see you next week. Ciao, ciao.